Okay, so one more trade. I can't help myself here. Here's what's going on with Cadmon Holdings. It's not moving well. I'm not making any money off of it. And if I look here at well, let me explain what's going on first. So I sold something for 39. Okay, it's down 36. Technically, if I just ride this thing out, I'll at least break even, maybe even make a couple bucks. And it could still rise. We have till July 17th. Today's July 10th. Okay. However, then I wanted to look at, well, what if I do ride it out? I basically kind of have broken even, but I could sell another option for the next month because it's month-long options. But check this out. I'd make $5. I'm not real excited about $5. If I sell, I will buy it back at $5. Remember, I sold at 39. I'll buy it back at $5. So I make about $34. But I'm going to lose $36.50 on the stock, which means I'm actually down $2.50. So why would I want to lock in a loss of $2.50? Well, here's why. I have two options. I could do FCell, Fuel Cell Energy Inc. And if you look here, if I look at their options, there's a $3.50 call, and I'd make $30. And they're currently selling for $3.30. Okay. Or there's Solo, which is a little bit more expensive, but I could make, hold on, where are we? We're at 448, so 450 is $60, so I wouldn't make any money. So let's say I did the $5 call, I could make $45. So that way, if it still rises, I can capture some of the gains. In some ways, that sounds juicier. However, looking at the 6 month, the other issue is it's electric automobile, and I'm already in NIO, which is electric automobile from China. That's Canada, the Solo is. So the other thing is this, when I looked at FCell and I read the news, I do see that they're set to join the Russell 3000 index, which gives me a little more confidence. There's at least that, and some other issues or good things. But if you look at Solo, I feel like, now granted this isn't the only news source, but just looking at what's here, the only thing that's talking about is the fact that they're a big mover. But there's not really anything good other than they secured some funding back on, I guess, July 7th. So all in all, when I'm looking at Solo, let me look at the 6 month. It's kind of way up here. I don't know. But ultimately what I decided was, so I'm not completely too heavy in electric automobiles, which by the way is not necessarily a bad thing at this moment in time. I just like being a little more diversified. So I'm kind of liking the FCell thing. Okay. Let me check the options chain again. So again, 30 bucks. Plus it leaves me with a lot more cash sitting there. So I'm going to go back to my positions. I'm going to try to buy back my KDMN at the market. Again, it just jumped to $10. I'm not real happy about that. A minute ago it was $5. I'm going to put do not place. Let me go back again. See where we are. Yeah, it's still going down. Yeah, I see why the ask is 10. I could hold off and save $5. I'm not real worried about 5 right now. I've got other work to do today again. Yeah, I could wait. Today's the 10th. I could wait till Monday. I mean, there's all kinds of different options here. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and buy it back. I'm not sure why it's at 10. I could do a limit of 5 and see if that will go. But I'm going to eat the $5 to get this transaction done, I think. Because I want to keep going. So I'm going to place the order. And I'm going to go back to positions. And it's gone. So let's see how that went. Okay, well I ended up splitting the difference. It was around 7. Okay, $7 to get it back. That's good. Now I'm going to sell my position in KDMN at the market level, and I have that money back. Okay, now when I go back to my positions, I have a lot more cash. Okay, some of that belongs within my original 2,500, but here's what I'm going to do now. Now I'd like to go to FSell. And again, this is a little bit low than normally. I don't like buying them this cheap, but we're going to give this a shot again. I'm going to buy 100 of FSell at 330. Got it for a little bit cheaper. That's good. And then I'm going to go back to the position. I'm going to click on the option chain. And I'm going to sell to open one contract of FSell at 350. I'm not capturing a lot of gains here. I like another 20 bucks if it works, but whatever. Review order. Now here's the key. Okay, if I go back here, the key is I just made 30 bucks here. So I basically maybe lost a few dollars on Cadmon Holdings, but I made $30 here. Okay, now we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how I lost money already. Oh, it was just 27 cents. I thought it was 20. That's what I was looking for there. But anyway, so the point is, the reason I was willing to do that was because it's the same expiration date. Like, it wouldn't have been worth gaining $30 if I had to wait out till August or something like that, right? For example, I could have done, for FuelCell, I could have done August 21st and made more money, but then I'm extending it a month, and I don't want to hang on to that long. So I was very happy to do this because it's essentially 1 week, right? It's through next Friday's close. So anyway, that was it. So I have more money. So now you can see my total cash is $479. My total market value, now again, DVAX caps out at 8, and NIO caps out at 15, but we're under 1,500, so we're okay there. I don't have my phone with me, but we have 1,400, we have 328, that's 17, that's about 1,800 here. Add 800 to that, that is 2,600, which means I'm still up $100 in my actual investments, and I have $479 sitting here, which basically means I way beyond got my $250 for the month. If I just did nothing else the rest of the month, obviously I could take my $250 out. I'd still have another $229 sitting there, which I could then use to reinvest. Like when FuelCell expires, I could get rid of that one, add the 200 to it. Now I've got more money, and I could buy a more expensive stock if I want, whatever. So anyway, just wanted to show you this last transaction here. I'm not planning on making any changes until the 17th when all these expire, but we'll see what happens. Anything could happen, especially in this field here with the electric cars. They had a huge ride recently, and they're going to come down, I think, to a better equilibrium, a lower equilibrium. The question is, where's that going to be? Because even right now with NIO, the July 24th option for the $15 is still $237. Okay, well, $2.37 for the 100 shares, so $237. So there's still a huge opportunity here for the $15 call for July 17th. I'm sorry, for July 24th, right? And there's also, you can go out to July 31st, 286. What I look at is things such as the difference between here and here is only $40-some. So I would wait personally, right? Anyway, so that was it. We'll see what happens on the 17th. Could interject between now and then, but most likely, again, unless something major happens that's terrible with the NIO here, I plan on the 17th, and then on the 20th, that following Monday, is when everything's wiped clean. I'll have all my cash, and then I'll be able to buy again, which means I got to just start doing some research late next week to figure out which options I want to get into next. All right, that's it. Take care. I will see you in a week.